I'll be honest, arms have always been a bit of a sensitive spot for me. When I was younger, I had quite chubby arms and I felt really self-conscious in bathing suits, tank tops, and tube tops. Even now when I go through hormonal shifts or weight gain, it always shows up in my upper body first. So if this is something that you struggle with too, I totally get it. But fortunately for you, after years of experimentation with fitness, I feel like I finally cracked the code on what works sustainably for women. Today I'm breaking down 7 things that actually build upper body strength, tone, definition, and confidence. And you don't have to have slim limbs or a model's frame to actually get these techniques to work for you. For those of you new here, my name is Alex. I'm a 40-year-old Pilates instructor and the founder of Keel Pilates here on YouTube. Through my videos, I help women build strong, sculpted bodies they feel good in without the need for extremes or hours spent at the gym. Why it's a problem area. This part of the body can be so tough to change, and here are a few reasons why. Hormones. As we age, especially over 40, estrogen levels drop, and that changes where our body tends to store fat. It shifts more to the upper body, back, and midsection, even if your weight hasn't changed much. Muscle loss. We naturally lose muscle mass starting in our 30s, especially in the upper body if we're not strength training regularly. Posture and stress. Daily life, sitting at a desk, using tech, breastfeeding, carrying kids, bracing against stress, and cold winters here for me in Canada are all reasons why our shoulders start to round forward and our upper back muscles weaken. That rounded shape also exaggerates a lack of tone and makes your chest look lower and less lifted. The good news is none of this needs to be permanent. There are simple ways to help you reshape this area. So let's dive into what actually works. 1. Body weight strengthening. Some of the most effective toning and strengthening exercises that I teach don't require a single piece of equipment. No equipment body weight strength routines are full of subtle, targeted movements to work deep into the muscle, bringing that burn, building strength, boosting muscle tone, and helping you create those long defined lines without the bulk. Think tricep dips, child's pose push-ups, forearm taps, low planks, and pullbacks, just to name a few. I get a lot of comments on my full body Pilates workouts from people saying that they really appreciate the upper body focus. Upper body strength and tone are such a priority in my own fitness, so I'm always super intentional about hitting those muscles every time. 2. Light resistance. Using bands, ankle weights, or light dumbbells can make a huge difference when it comes to sculpting and toning your upper body. These tools can help activate those smaller stabilizing muscles that are often underused, particularly around the shoulders, upper back, triceps, and chest. Light resistance is perfect for high repetition, low impact movements that build muscular endurance and definition, all without straining your joints. I love using resistance bands for low impact sculpting and ankle weights on my wrists for a subtle yet effective intensity. I also love using light hand weights or dumbbells, 1 to 3 pounds. I like to use these for toning and for controlled exercises so that you're not just hefting the weights around, you're building really well balanced strength. 3. Heavy resistance. So let's clear this up. Lifting heavier weights will not make you bulky. It's one of the biggest myths out there, and it prevents so many women, my past self included, from getting the results that they're after. What heavier resistance will do is help you to build real functional strength. It improves muscle tone, endurance, and definition in ways that lighter resistance sometimes can't achieve, especially in larger muscle groups like lats, chest, and shoulders. But it's not just about looks. Lifting heavier weights has real health benefits, especially for women over 40. It boosts your metabolism by increasing muscle mass. It improves your posture and core support. It helps counter age-related muscle loss. And it's one of the best ways to support bone density, joint health, especially as estrogen levels decline. And you do not need to go to the gym or lift super heavy. Even using 8 to 15 pound weights at home can challenge your muscle and stimulate growth and reshaping. I've recently started using heavier weights in a lot of my upper body workouts here on YouTube, and I've actually started to really enjoy it, so I encourage you to do the same when you feel ready. 4. Posture reset. Now, this one changes everything. You can be strong, fit, and even lean and still feel super insecure about your upper body if your posture's off. As mentioned, when our shoulders internally rotate from things like sitting at a desk, breastfeeding, stress, our upper back muscles become long and weak and our chest muscles become short and tight, making good posture start to feel unnatural. But you do not need to sit or stand in a stiff, rigid way with your shoulders pulled right back in order to practice good posture. In fact, there are small corrections that can make all the difference. Try this. When you're feeling tired or catch yourself slumping, try to notice the position of your hands. When the backs of your hands are facing forward, your shoulders are internally rotated, creating that hunched appearance. When you catch your hands in this position, I want you to rotate your hands to the sides so that the middle of your fingers are in line with either the real or invisible seam of your pants. This small adjustment opens the collarbones, lifts the chest, and gently activates the upper back muscles, instantly giving your upper body a more strong, sculpted, and confident look. 5. Stretching and foam rolling. This is one of the most overlooked but essential elements of upper body strengthening and toning. When your muscles are tight, especially through your shoulders, upper back, and chest, they can pull your posture out of alignment, making it difficult to activate your upper body muscles properly during workouts. That slouched, rounded forward position, it doesn't just affect how you look, it actually limits your movements and results. That's why daily stretching and foam rolling can make such a huge difference. Just a few minutes a day focusing on mobility through your neck, shoulders, chest, and thoracic spine can improve posture, loosen tight muscles, increase circulation, relieve tension and back pain, and help you sleep better. I personally love doing a short upper body stretch and foam roll before bed. I find that it helps me wind down, breathe deeper, and actually sleep more soundly. 6. Cardio. Yes, cardio matters, especially when it comes to heart health, fat loss, energy levels, and even mood. But let's be clear, you do not need to run a marathon, do endless burpees, or punish yourself with high-impact cardio workouts to see results. Personally, I see really good results when I run 2 to 3 times a week. But as I've said before, I don't always have the motivation to do that. However, I do love brisk walking. It's simple, sustainable, low stress, and incredibly effective. Cardio, even walking, does help to reduce overall fat, even in the stubborn areas including the arms, back, and chest. It also improves hormone balance, circulation, and boosts metabolism, all of which contribute to better muscle definition and more sculpted looking arms over time. As a way of encouraging my viewers and myself to get in more cardio throughout the week, I've created some low impact cardio Pilates workouts to help us burn fat and sculpt those arms. I'll link to them in the description below. 7. Fat loss, but let's rethink it. Yes, losing body fat can help reduce the appearance of bra bulge and arm fat. But here's what most fitness people don't tell you. Just because you can't spot reduced fat doesn't mean you should wait until you've lost weight to see results. When you focus on toning your muscles, improving your posture, and wearing properly fitted clothes and bras, you absolutely will feel more confident no matter what your weight is. Even when you're at your leanest, hormones, stress, and age can still affect the way your upper body looks and feels. So it's always best to take a multifaceted approach like we've talked about today. So, how do you combine all of these elements effectively and realistically into your week to get results? I've created a manageable playlist for you here on YouTube of free workouts to help you do just that. I'll link to it in the description. If you've been feeling frustrated with how your upper body looks and feels, remember there are things that you can do to feel stronger and more confident right now. The key is to stop relying on just one method and build a well-rounded routine that includes strength, cardio, posture, and mobility. Down below, I've linked to a few of my favorite upper body and full body Pilates workouts with and without weights to help you feel more strong, confident, and toned from home. You are capable, you are resilient, and it is never too late to create a body that you feel amazing in. If you found this video helpful, please be sure to like and subscribe and stay tuned for more workouts and tips. Thank you so much for watching, and I look very much forward to working out with you soon.